Hello, everybody. I'm going live earlier than I had planned because I'm actually relatively hungry and I didn't want to wait. I set it up for a specific time because that's when my boyfriend was leaving for the day, and so I was like, "Oh, I'll shoot them." But then I was sitting there. I was like, "Actually, I want to do this now." So we're here. Hello. I know this is not my normal live time. I'm curious to see how this goes. Probably not going to be nearly as many people here as normal. But Brittany, hello. Thank you so much for being a member for 5 months. Welcome in. Hello, G Bree, Tori, Michael, Brittany. Great to see you guys. Hello. Hi, Claudia. Oh, there's a lot of you here out the gate. Cool. I thought it was gonna be 10 people. hello. I'm gonna throw these in the air fryer. How is your boyfriend doing? Oh, he's doing great. We're doing great. I mean, we're working on our life, our stuff. We've got Giselle is your name? Gotcha. Hello, Giselle. Hello, Bike. Hello, everybody. Yeah, they did that a while back, actually. Just gonna throw these in the air fryer because I'm doing an experimental thing, and honestly, I kind of want to share this pack of Buldak with my brother. So I'm gonna probably also air fry chicken nuggets. Hey, Remy. But because I'm just I don't know. I might not even like it, and if I do, I just don't want to eat all of it. So I'm gonna throw these in the air fryer real quick. Out the gate. We are making some soup. Intruder, so that's fine. I think something fell when I grabbed the pan. Anyway, let's teach me a little. All right, we're gonna just set this to the default. We're gonna put it for 30-ish minutes, and I'll check it at some point. Hello, hi Paige. I hope you guys have been enjoying the vlogs. I did see a couple comments, but I've just been living by the motto that at this point the comments are my business. I'm just what the fuck ever. But anyway, I do sometimes if I catch the nice ones and stuff, I try to interact, but my mental health is more important than that bullshit. Anyway, I hope y'all are doing good. And I appreciate y'all that come out here and hang out with me. You love the vlogs. It looks like y'all had so much fun. We really did. And there's more coming. I'm very excited. Actually, I think the next one is the Texas barbecue vlog. And I think I've made the executive decision. I'm including that footage. Because I wasn't sure while I was filming it, to be honest with y'all. But the trip was a lot of fun, right, babe? But yeah, I am, just to give a little bit of a mini update, I am doing, today I'm doing, bitch, chill. Today I'm doing good. Low-key, high-key, this past week was a lot for me, and I'm working on stuff in my life, and making changes and stuff in my life that I'm just deciding I'm not going into and talking about until there's results to talk about. So I'm just working on myself, and Remy has been such an incredible support and person in my life for that aspect, more than I could ever say. But I've really been embracing in there. Living my personal life a little more quietly, and yeah. So I'm just working on some life stuff, and I think my meat masher. Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna grab a wooden utensil. The audio is terrible. I don't know what to tell you. Sorry. I don't know if it's terrible because of my mic or because there's background noise going on. Because I am cooking some ground beef. I do need to update my phone. I'll do that and see if that. I've been putting that off for a while. I don't know. I have an iPhone 14. One second. Hold on. Let me just try something really fast. One second. Okay. Does it sound any better now? Because sometimes I go live and it's perfectly fine. And I don't know if it's my phone or YouTube. Okay, cool. Because it's not my phone then, because all I did was close out of the app and resume the live. That's the only thing I did. Bitch, this ain't a way. This ain't a fucking bamboo spoon. Honestly, alien, girl, get it together. Anyway, this is wood, bitch. Just kidding, you're not a bitch. Peace and love. So, okay, just to explain what I'm doing. This ground beef needs to get cooked. So, I am going to turn this into. I read one recipe. I do this a lot. I read one recipe and I go, I'm gonna do something like that. Leave who alone, Tracy? Leave me alone or leave someone alone? Because I'm confused. But let's see. What was I saying? Oh, I read like a recipe for cooking ground beef, and they called it like Korean ground beef. So basically, it's kind of like similar to taco meat but Asian flavors. So that's kind of what I'm doing. Because I'm gonna add some of this to this ramen. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we were just joking. Because you come in here and you give me shit about my spoons whether the spoon is here or not. So I can razz you back. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I also once I get this like cooked down, I'm gonna move it to a different bowl. I wanna try soft boiling a duck egg. Your dress is a pretty color. Thank you, Mr. Freeze. Yeah, I like this dress. I don't wear it enough. It's a Walmart dress, actually. So we're gonna make Buldak ramen. Like literally count Cracula. Me too. Like I've been procrastinating it for an embarrassingly long period of time. Hey, Allie, good to see you. So I want to like make a fancy. We're making this fancy. I am like, we're really doing it up. That made the audio better. Great, perfect. I think it's a YouTube thing, guys. I don't know. Because if it was my phone, that wouldn't have fixed it, right? I don't know. Anyway, maybe I'm wrong about that. So yeah, no problem. Yeah, you guys always let me know if that's a problem, and I'll do my best to try to fix it. But like, yeah, it's gonna be a while before I upgrade my iPhone just to save money. Because I paid it off a couple months ago, I think. So I'm just saving money right now. But yeah, same Mr. Freeze. Yeah, Remy was playing the piano for me earlier. He actually figured out like a 2 webcam little setup so I can see his hands and his face when he's playing. It's so cool. I have the coolest boyfriend. I don't care what nobody says. Alright, so for this meat, I'm just doing my own thing, but it's like semi-inspired. So yeah, you're pretty cool, I guess, babe. Hey, April Fools. So when at the end of the vlog, I was curious if people were gonna like pick it up or not. But I was talking about how much I wanted to like dance with him. Like slow, I think I said slow dance. And so I cut out like a long period of time, just because for brevity's sake, like it just didn't make sense to keep it in. So I said like put on Fall for Me, which is one of our favorite Sleep Token songs, and then after I realized like not a single soul had driven by us the entire time we had been there. So we got out and danced on the side of the road to one of our favorite songs, and it was really beautiful. It was a really beautiful moment. Really fun. It was really cool. And I wasn't sure if that was even going to stay in the vlog or not, to be honest. But yeah, it was very sweet and romantic. Yeah, it was wonderful. Because I cut off the camera before like he kept talking, but because like I was just like the entire trip there was a lot of time where I was just recording to like record, you know, and just to like get footage, and like it's one of the reasons why editing has taken so long is because like most of the vlogs, like the longer vlogs, had anywhere between like an hour and a half to like an hour and 45 minutes worth of footage that I had to like sift down, and I had to do multiple re-edits and re-watches. Also, just like because I was also checking for the censors and stuff, so it was just like, especially for someone who's a self-proclaimed bad editor, it was just like a lot of work and a lot of learning and a lot of also just working around my own like mental shit and all that too. So, and trying to be focused and all that stuff and not like zoning out and missing shit. So yeah, it's just, and that's the thing is I'm actually a little behind on the editing that I want to be, because I've been doing so much shit. Yesterday I was so fucking busy. I mean, I've been cleaning and doing so much shit to the point of like, I was like moving around like furniture and stuff in my room yesterday, and like, I'm really trying to reset my environment and like capitalize on the fact that like I did all that cleaning before my mom got here, and then my mom has been doing some things in organization and her own maintenance of cleaning while, you know, she hasn't been here the past week or so. Mara, I might just delete that comment because I don't want that to stay here. I'm not going to block you or anything, because that's just people talking shit that's not real. People are wild. Anyway, you're good, Mara. I know you probably didn't mean anything bad by it, but that's, people are just disgusting, man. Like, people say disgusting shit, and there's a lot of miserable, lonely ass people that cannot cope with the fact that like I have somebody that loves me. So whatever. I don't have to defend it because I know it's real. So, oh, I already put the MSG on. Okay, let me put some salt on. I'm not even gonna dignify that with a response. I'm not even gonna dignify that with a response. I mean, the goal is for us to like move in together in the future, Pink Book. But I mean, we just started dating, so that's not even a conversation I plan to have if with any seriousness until I've dated someone for a year. That's my stance on that. All right, I am gonna add some 5-spice. Oh yeah, so I did get the carbonara because I think it's less spicy, and I am gonna absolutely bitch out and not use the whole thing. And I am planning to share this with my brother and for us to try it, because I don't know, maybe he won't like it, maybe I will like it, or vice versa. My brother does tend to like spicy ramen, so I'm also like I said, I'm going all out for this. So we'll get there in a second. Yeah, that's what I was. Look, I've never had Buldak either, Allie, ever. It is so crazy spicy. Yeah, I have seen that, so that's why I'm still gonna bitch out. Also, self promo, self plug. Please join my memberships this week if you want to see an epic unboxing on Friday, assuming the package arrives on time. One of my friends, IRL, is sending me like a huge care package, and it's gonna be dope. So if you want to see that, make sure to join my memberships. Links in the description. Join button, all that shit. Once a week there is exclusive member only content, either in the form of a live or a video. And I think there was like one Friday I rescheduled for a Sunday. I have chronic illness shit. Sometimes I have to reschedule, but the standing time is currently Fridays at 6 p.m. Eastern time. So, oh, trust me, we're adding cheese and a lot of other shit. We're going bougie. I'm not making this straight out of the package to try it. Trust and believe that. We are doing it up over here in Quirkyland today. So, I'm gonna add a bit of that. I'll be here Friday. Hell yeah. It is members. It will be a members only live. So heads up. But I know a little bit about what's in the package, and I'm so excited. Like, oh my god, I'm so lucky and blessed to have the people in my life that I have. So, like, she just like contacted me randomly and was like, by the way, this is happening. Sounds good. I always bougie up my ramen too. Hell yeah. Add real butter. Oh, okay. I'll think about it. I was actually planning on adding Kewpie mayo, so I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do both. I don't need both. That's excessive. I would prefer to use Kewpie mayo, I believe, but I'm sure butter's delicious. But okay. So I'm gonna. All right. So we did the 5-spice salt. I'm gonna do a little bit of pepper, and then. Oh shit. Where's the timer of this potatoes at? 2:22? Perfect. I'm just gonna throw a little bit of this in here. Not a lot. That's very little for me. If you guys watch this channel, you know. That's like a bitch baby portion. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Okay. I am gonna add a little bit. That's funny because look how clean my kitchen is right now. There's dishes in the sink, but like that's set out for my right now. Those eggs are for me to boil right now, and so is the lid. Cleaning the entire time she's been gone. That's funny. Funny how assumptions make an ass out of you. Not me this time. Hi, Mina. Because she lives in Norway with my dad. And my dad works out there. That's why. They, like, my mom visits the States and stuff. So. Let's see. So garlic, onion powder, fresh, well, jarred minced garlic, and ginger paste. 5-spice, salt, pepper, MSG. Oh! This later. I'm gonna wait to add the liquids. I need to drain some of the glaze first. Soy sauce. I know Worcestershire is not authentic. I just don't give a fuck because it's so good. I love Worcestershire sauce so much. Okay. What am I doing? Oh, let me put some of this stuff up real quick while I'm standing. I don't think I'm gonna need these for anything else. Oh yeah, I need to make myself a little drink. Am I gonna make myself a drink or am I gonna have Diet Coke? I'm not Diet Coke, actually. It's been a minute. I haven't drank a lot of water. So I'm gonna have me some diet soda, as they say. I hate to flex like this, but I just updated my phone. Damn, you got me. Okay, babe. I'll try to remember to, like, get a good visual of the food so I take a screenshot. It's pronounced Worcestershire. So, I mean, I can just call, like, what I normally do, which is Worcestershire sauce. Can you cuss anymore? Yeah. What should I say? They won't violate guidelines. Let me say, hold on, let me catch up real quick. The cake you made looked delicious. Thank you. I wasn't planning to meal prep for dinner specifically, no. Let's see. Yeah, the cheese does cool down. Yeah. I cuss like a motherfucker, so if that bothers you, bye. Sorry. Actually, I'm not. Actually, I'm truly not. I know you gotta go soon, babe, but... Oh, I already responded to you. Shit. Okay, alright. Ooh! Did my mom get new tongs? Hell yeah! I can't say F it enough today. Real. I'm gonna just get some of this grease out of this pan. Don't mind me. Alright, am I gonna soft boil an egg? I have to, like, wash it. And I've already started cooking. I didn't think about that. I was supposed to start the live by washing the duck egg. Actually, I don't feel like it. I'll do that another time. I don't need the egg. I've got enough. The egg was going to be the protein, actually, before I decided to do this with the ground beef, so I will do that next time. Because I do actually have more instant noodles. Okay. Alright, here we go. Beautiful. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna hold off on that, actually. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I really am just not in the mood to dirty another pot. TBH. Okay, so it is addressed, thank you. Have you used your new candle yet? Yes! I have. I took the crystals out of it too. Because, I mean, what's the purpose if you don't use it? That's my stance on the thing. It is very pretty, though. I totally get your point. So. Alien, my mom dislikes them almost as much as you do. Yeah, these are actually great. My mom, she didn't tell me she got these. I didn't notice. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna take inspiration from something I saw on TikTok for this part. Instead of just adding the packets, I'm going to make a little sauce because this looks so good. So I'm gonna hold off on cooking these for a minute. Oh, actually, Rosie, no, you're not. You're gonna finish the meat before you overcook it. Okay. All right, real quick. We're gonna add a little bit of that Worcestershire. We're gonna add a little bit. By a little bit, I mean a generous amount of soy sauce. A splash, just a splash of rice vinegar. Just adds a little tang. I don't like a lot, to be honest. And then stir it real fast. Oh, this smells delightful. Hi. Well, I don't normally do morning lives. 1 second. All right, sorry about that. All right, 1 second. If I remember to not add the salt, I would be digging around for the liquid teriyaki marinade. That would actually be a perfect application for this. I am going to add some of my favorite. Rosie, you're absolutely glowing. Thank you. Is there something that you're doing you're going to share with us? I think you. Oh, good girl. I'm not. No. No. It's probably roughly a fourth of a cup. Yeah. Well, we're gonna try the noodles first, and then I want to add it. This would also just be good on like rice. I kind of want to experiment with this idea because it's basically kind of like you can take it as like a Asian sloppy Joe or like I mean if there is pause if there's something in Korean culture or Asian culture that is something similar to like a ground beef like this that I'm ignorant to, then that's the default. I'm just kind of comparing to what I know with my own working knowledge. Anyway, I'm kind of just fucking around with what I have in the house. So, but this brings a very needed sweetness factor, I feel. Oh, that's a slam. It is a touch overcooked. That's a Rosie. That's a Rosie error. I want it to be saucier. I can fix that in how I serve and eat this though. But this is really good. This in fact very much slaps. All right, yeah. So now the heat's off. I'm gonna do the lightest drizzle of sesame oil. Well, we'll see how light I actually go. I'm not planning to do much. Because this on top of the sweet potato alone, as is, fire. In fact, that might be how I eat this. To be honest with you. Actually. Tea. Because like I said, I'm not eating this alone, by the way. Do I have mods here right now? Because I ain't in the mood for bullshit. Oh, I'm not upset, Glass. You're good. I just didn't know how to respond. Yeah, I was going to say like something like sour cream. I do not recommend giving rides to coworkers. Messy. Oh, okay. Let's make the sauce real quick. So they added the Buldak powder. A little bit in the brainy. I had a very negative experience once, and people are messy, and if you don't just with coworkers, unless they're like a literal actual friend that you've known for a long time, I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. Anyway, so it's some of the seasoning, and then Kewpie mayo, just like about that much. She did use the whole thing of sauce. Hell no, we ain't doing that here. I'm scared. Okay. I mean, do you, boo? I just don't recommend it. Anyway, and then soy sauce. It's probably about a tablespoon or so. I think they did a third thing. Because I think I added the soy sauce. You're going to regret that last batch. I think you're right. Oh, shit. Woodstock, Georgia. What's up? I grew up around there. You know what? I think the sweetness might help. No, this could really throw shit off. No. Don't do that. No. Okay. So let me... I feel like there was something else she added. Shit. I need more liquid to powder. She used the whole packet. Actually, it really hasn't been raining. Hey, Paul. The boyfriend is amazing. You grew up in Lilburn? Oh, yeah. I think I've been to Lilburn before. Georgia was my stomping grounds. There's probably a lot of sodium in this packet, so I don't want to add any more soy sauce. All right, I'll just use more mayo. I don't have a solution for another option, really. Okay. I might add a splash of... Ooh, actually, I do have a solution. My mom's wonton chicken broth. This is the leftover, like all the wontons are gone. Excuse me. I'm just gonna use 3 spoonfuls. Because this will give it some more chicken flavor without the spiciness. Hi, Georgia. You could just use chicken, like regular chicken broth instead, but this is so much better. You're getting hungry? Nice. Well, I've been uploading vlogs, girl. But yeah, I've not been going live as often. That was purposeful. I used less than half, like a third of the packet. More than a lot of people would. I don't know what he put in the chili, Alexis. Except that this time he had used chorizo. I did bring home the can of chili. Yeah, I haven't used it yet. I'm saving it for a rainy day, but I did. Bro, if you can get what is it called? Wolf City chili or Wolf chili or whatever it's called? Shit is so good. So got a little bit of a sauce going. All right. Because I am actually planning, of course, Sequid. Yeah, I'm gonna have to start doing this more often. Especially because, like, yesterday I woke up at 4 a.m. Today I woke up at 6 a.m. Oh, shit. Rosalind. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, shit. Child. Hold on. Okay. Man, this should stay into my skin a little. Holy shit. Let me check these sweet potatoes real quick. Put them in the air fryer. Oh shit, we got something going here. Ooh, they're done. Perfect. Okay. Just leave those in there till they're ready. Or till I'm ready, I should say. Alright. Hi folks, I'm back. Sorry about that. Yeah, so he did. I mean, I don't know. I didn't watch him make the chili or anything, so I don't know what's in it. But all I know is it was genuinely the best. Hey, Bethany. There's a lot more of you here than I anticipated. This might become a thing. Oh no, girl, just found this yesterday. This is lost for. I'm not joking. Like 2 or 3 years. So I'm just gonna move this to the side because obviously there's gonna be a lot of this left over. I don't know. I don't have an exact plan for it yet per se. But okay. So what I'm gonna do now is move this like that bracelet. Thank you. I do too. I love this. Do you play any games? I play mobile games. Hi, Kiki. I'm not a gamer. So I just made, I'm calling it Korean ground beef. Yeah, I'm just gonna call it that. I think that's the best thing to call it. Maybe adding the 5 spice makes it not Korean based. I'm not sure, but I took a recipe I found offline that I was inspired by. So I'm just gonna rinse that out. Heat back on. And then what I'm gonna do, yeah, a mobile game. I was like, what the fuck are you, what? Alright, so instead of cooking it in water, I'm gonna use my leftover wonton soup broth because I'm gonna drain it out anyway, and I don't really have any plans for it. You can just use water instead, obviously. But I think this is, again, it's just gonna add more flavor. Why the fuck not, really? So, and again, since part of the seasoning packet isn't even being used, again, why the fuck not? So I am using this because there are little bits of like wonton skin left over. I don't know what Infinity is. Infinity Nikki, is that the name of the game? I don't know. I need about 2-ish cups. Actually, I should use this whole thing. Oh, I missed 2 wontons. Okay. sweeten up the broth. This time I'm not doing a soft-boiled egg. I just don't think it's necessary. I've got more than enough food going on. I don't need to worry about it. To the side. That's oh, hi friends. Ooh, so I'm a doo-doo, but thank you so much for the super chat. If you had a parrot, what would you teach it to say? Ooh. I think the first thing I would teach it to say is oogly boogly, which is an inside joke between me and Remy. The second thing I would teach it, That's awesome, Anna. So the base of the wonton soup is the chicken broth my mom and I made. It's like kind of my mom's recipe. I make a very similar version of her chicken broth too, with the leftover bones from the Polly wants a grape salad. Yes. Also, good vibes only. Yeah, absolutely. Actually, that's actually like one of the last things Remy said to me before I started this live. My dad trained our parents to do the woo flirty whistle when she walked by. Nice. Let them. Ooh, you guys are giving me good suggestions. Thank you. Absolutely, I love those. I do all of those, hands down. I was getting ice cream the other day, and there's a window you walk up to pay and grab food. A man was ordering food with a parrot on his shoulder, and it was doing a lot of the talking to the employee. It made me laugh. That is so cool. It is so cool. I have a blue fonted Amazon parrot, and when you laugh on live stream, he laughs and mocks you. Nuh-uh, Bobby. That bird's making fun of me right now. Stop it. Rude. I love that. It's so cute. I love that. Thank you for sharing that with me. Okay. Just waiting for this to heat up right now. Okay, so the rest of it is that sauce, mozzarella. I was actually heavily debating because most people use mozzarella. But I was thinking to myself, I was like, what if you took like not even a fourth of a block of cream cheese and put like cream cheese instead of mozzarella? I thought that sounded really good. But I thought about it and I was like, well, I've never made this before, so let me just kind of do what's known to be good first. I mean, it's my only pack of Buldak anyway. And I've never tried it, so I wanted to try it. But yeah. Remy's doing great. He was actually just here before he went to class. If you were famous, what would your stage name be? I mean, I'm not famous at all, even a little bit, but I'd keep it as Rosie Jean. That's just my, like, moniker. I like it. Rosie Jean. It's cute. It's me. I wouldn't want a fake name. I'm not a fake name girly. I like the thickness of these. I like the way these look, like the actual noodles themselves. We're good. Mom is currently visiting other family. She'll be back at some point. Before she like leaves. But okay. It's so much nicer over here than the reaction channels. Yeah, the fucking vibe over there. I heard of Rosie from. I'm getting really sick of the people over there. Yeah, I would too. Actually, I did get sick of them. That's why I walked away. So I had a very toxic like push and pull for a long time. It took me a long time to actually detach myself, and I finally got here, and I'm grateful. There's only one creator, really, that I watch, and the last time I mentioned him, he was kind of like surprised and didn't seem to love it, so I won't talk about it, because like I think it can just bring negative attention, so I get it. But he hasn't even been talking about that shit, those other people anyway, for a while, until very recently. But I have absolutely zero desire to know about anything about the people I used to talk about, those reaction channels, the people that I used to watch, any of that. I'm done. Like I've been done, and yeah, it's been warmer in Florida, definitely. I am doing my own thing. I am minding my own business. I am living my life, and I'm choosing happiness instead of toxicity for entertainment. And I really would recommend everyone else do the same. Seriously, my life is better for it. Ooh, they have it in dumpling form. That's interesting, Nito. It's interesting when celebrities change their really cool birth names to something basic and staging. Yeah, I think a lot of that has to do with just trying to be marketable and stuff and mainstream, because we live in a really crappy society. Oh, you're good, averagely attractive. These noodles real quick. Set 5 minutes. These look done. I'm gonna cook them for 1 more minute and test them. They look cooking fast. Yeah, like I said, the chicken broth is, I don't think, a necessity at all. I just happen to have some, so, or the wonton soup chicken broth, whatever. What did Tori say? I can't lie. I found you from a reaction channel, and I stayed for you and your personality. I don't even watch the reaction channels anymore. Same. Oh my god, or same. Love it. Yeah, and I've actually gotten several DMs about that, because the truth is, if you come watch me directly and you see me in full context, you will see the changes I've made. And I'm not talking about my weight. I'm not talking about my food. I'm talking about me. And there are people who will never desire to see me in another light. And that's okay. I've let that go. That is out of my control. I did a lot of stupid shit. I made a lot of stupid mistakes. And there's a lot of people who will never forgive it. It is what it is. So I can only focus on me moving forward. I'm here. And here I am, first time watching directly. Usually watch reaction channel. Well, thank you, Kayla. Reaction channels are boring, LOL, but they come up in people's feeds more than the actual videos of creators a lot of the time. That's true, yeah. Well, I appreciate everybody that's here right now, even if you're hating. Thank you for the view. And if you're here and you're not hating, thank you for being here, because I'm glad you're here. Truly. I'm pulling it a minute early. This looks very done to me. All right, I'm going to go ahead and drain a portion of this using the same colander. Do about half a cup of liquid. Yeah, that's about right. Okay. Yeah. All right. about half a cup of liquid. I'm going to go ahead and throw in this sauce I made. And then, I'm moving quick. I really appreciate the people that give me a chance to show them who I am. That's all. Right. I'm gonna do like a hefty handful. Yeah. I'm gonna lift a little too much broth. Actually, wait, Rosie. If it's a little too much broth, oh no, just add a little more cheese. Damn. Actually, I'm gonna add a little more cheese. Yeah. This smells so good. Holy shit. I'll check back in the comments in a minute, y'all. Yeah, this is a little... I could have actually stud to got rid of a little bit more of the broth. Yeah. Ooh, cheesy. Okay. I'll be right back. Actually, I'm gonna use my brother's ramen bowl for this one. This bowl is massive. I've actually never used it before, but we're gonna end up sharing this. I already texted him about it. Okay. And then, okay. So here's the main other part of my meal, because like again, like I said, I'm not gonna eat this whole thing. Small sweet potato. We're gonna do that. Do just like this much butter. Oh, yeah, let me turn that off. And then I'm gonna just do like a scoopity scoop. Oh, hey, perfect timing, bud. So perfect timing. So this, I'm calling this Korean ground beef. If you want to just take a little nibble and do something with it, you're welcome to have some. It's literally just like flavored with like Asian flavorings as ground beef. So I don't know how you'll feel texture-wise about that. However, you just pulled up as I was about to put the ramen in your... I am using your ramen bowls. I hope that's cool with you, right? Yeah. Cool. I've never used it before. I don't think you care. Okay. So this is a cheesy carbonara spicy chicken ramen. Okay. Yeah, this is way too big of a bowl for this. That's okay. All right. Okay. You've got, it's way too big of a bowl for one pack of ramen, but that looks amazing. Thank you, Paige. Let me try that quick. Are you gonna want your own pair of chopsticks or a fork? Fork? Okay. That's a nice bowl. He uses it all the time. So this is for you. Just gonna try a bite first and see how I feel. It smells incredible, bro. Right now it's just noodles. I'm having a sweet potato with the Asian ground beef. He was here in the beginning of the live. He's gone. He's doing something with his day. Oh, can you actually hand me the Diet Coke, Levi? I'll let that sit for a second. I just took it off the stove. Have you tried that Mountain Dew yet?
Oh yeah. I think the first time.
Okay. Are you gonna have one now?
Yeah.
Can I have a sip? I just want to try it. I don't want a whole can of sugar soda to myself. No, thank you. But I would like a sip. It's like blue raspberry flavored Mountain Dew, right? Yeah. I just want to try it. Thank you for sharing. That's good. That's good. Thank you. I'll wait till after I try the ramen. Rookie move, Rosie. Okay. It's delicious.
I can't chew gum. I like them all the night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because for me, I prefer my noodles not being normal ones.
Oh yeah, you want them sauced. Oh shit. Well, they're really good. They're just cheesy. That's right. You don't like mac and cheese. Fuck. I didn't think about that. This flavor is incredible. It's like, yeah, I should have not done the last little dab, and I think it would have been perfect.
Yeah, it's alright. Really decent.
Would you like a few more bites? I don't want this whole thing even as a leftover by myself. I really don't. You don't? Okay, you're not that into it? Okay. Alright. Well, let me try this real fast. Because this is what I'm really excited about. Okay. Now, I wanted to try this together. Oh, that's really good. That's better, actually. Alright. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take one, two, and I will eat this another time. Because, no. I like that a lot more than I thought it would, to be honest with you. Oh, real quick, let me rinse these so they don't get fucked up. I will tell you this. Since going to Texas, I picked up really great habits because my boyfriend is a very clean person. And being around him for that long did me some good. Let me tell you. I'm just trying to get better at it, honestly. What time is it? I need to be off well before 3 o'clock. I've got shit to do today. Let me get this cheese off so it doesn't get stuck. Okay. And I'm back. What's going on? Who's annoying? Are we infighting? What's happening? Oh, guys. It's not too spicy to where I can't enjoy it. It just hits. Hey, y'all, like, stop with the infighting, or people are going to get timed out. Holy shit, you've been around since Periscope days? I have changed so much since Periscope days. Holy shit. First of all, more power to you. I was a mess on Periscope. Oh my god. I was when I would get drunk on stream and shit. I was also way more unhealed. And frankly annoying. There was genuinely only one reaction channel I enjoyed, but she was actually kind and wanted to give genuine advice, but she's retired now. Probably for the best. Honestly, the longer you stay around with that kind of content, the more it changes you and your psyche as a person. And if you can't acknowledge that, then you're not being honest with yourself. If you are what you eat, and I think that also includes you are what you consume. Which haha, hypocrite, blah blah blah, yeah, whatever. But it's true. That's why I changed up my internet consumption diet. I do not watch the same shit. I used to spend all my free time watching critical content of people critiquing other people, content people making fun of people that I didn't like. I used to watch there was like commentary deep dives. That was like the entirety of my entertainment online, and it made me a more critical and judgmental person. I changed it, and I'm less critical and less judgmental. Anyway. I'm really curious what this is like with the sweet potato. Mmm. That's delicious, dude. This is an air-fried sweet potato with a touch of butter. The Korean beef I just made with the Buldak Carbonara I just made. Delicioso. If I do say so myself. This is so good, guys. Like, I did consider making like little mini like meatballs and flavoring them with like mini ones, like this one's out of this, because the ground beef sounded odd to me at first, and then I just kind of thought about it. I was like, you know what, it's the same fucking thing. We make our own rules, you know? Don't forget to like the live. Thank you, Treason. Maddie, you don't believe me about what, honey? My mom's coming back. She's just visiting other family. If I had, actually, you're right, broccoli, this would be incredible. Oh shit! I know what I'm doing with the leftover noodles. This, leftover noodles, broccoli, I could probably get 2 meals if I did that, if I do that right with this as the bulk and the meat. Hell yeah. Thank you for that suggestion. Hi, Rosie. I found you on a reaction channel also. I actually was so turned off by their nitpicking about others. I subscribed to your channel and I like it this way much better. Love to you. Thank you so much. You know, it's so interesting because I get so much, like hate in my comments. And I mean, I am heavy with the block button. What the fuck? Hold on. That it's good? Oh, okay. Hold on. Did you just say lesbian as an insult to someone else? Am I reading that right? Because if so, you're gonna get blocked so fast. You could do something so normal like sneeze, and interaction or like twist it to something negative. Oh, I know. Oh, I know. Trust me. I'm just glad other people are finally seeing it. Like, they love to edit out when I'm holding myself accountable, when I'm being more insightful and direct and honest about stuff. But yeah, the nitpicking is atrocious. I do want to try something because I do like sweet potato skin and it's really good for you. So let me see something here. I think I might need a knife to cut this. It's a different time of day. They're probably just not here. I'm very oh, you know what? Hey Mystic, are you open to being a mod? Also, Teakwood, are you open to being a mod? If you're a long-time regular and you are interested in being a mod, you're welcome to say something right now, and I may or may not consider it. I'm very strategic about how I pick mods because of shit that has happened in the past. So this is, I think it's really good because honestly, the main flavor that I'm getting is like, it's like very chickeny and cheesy. So it's kind of like mac and cheesy with, like made in chicken broth. You know, like it's kind of like that, but with noodles. But I don't know either. I don't know, man. I'm just vibing. I don't discuss my health on the internet right now. You're open to it? Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and mod you, Mystic. Just if people are being nasty, time them out for 24 hours. If they're being like absolutely just ridiculous about their nastiness, block them. Like if they're being really nasty, if they're just being, well, no, pause. If they're being annoying and obnoxious, just time them out. But if they're being like nasty, block them. I love your personality and also your ability to address serious issues when called for. Reaction channels absolutely do not reflect the person in full and highlight the most ridiculous things. Not my words. I color sign the fuck out of it though. Yeah. But I haven't been watching them. I don't know what they're up to. I don't know what the current narratives are. I haven't seen a single thing about all the Texas vlogs. I don't want to. Because I love my boyfriend and he's amazing and he's the best thing that's ever happened to me. He's the kindest, sweetest soul. I love him so much and he loves me, and they are going to do anything they can to disprove that, to demean it, to downplay it, to make fun of me. I think I know well enough from my own comment section. So my comments, Hannah. I've gotten so many comments about the onions, and it's like me and Remy were literally laughing about it because he loves the quiche. He likes onions. I was razzing him because I'm the kind of person where I want to put a pile of garlic and onion in my food. That's a little abhorrent to the average person. I was just razzing. We were like gesturing. Hello, human being with feelings. I like your username. We were just we were just joking. I genuinely was like so baffled by the feedback. Like, I was like, you're just miserable. You guys are miserable people. Like, we're laughing and joking with each other, and it's, oh, you're a horrible boyfriend or a horrible girlfriend. You don't like. Oh, it's not your relationship. Jesus. Like, it's just not that serious. If you can't acknowledge that the points that are being parroted by the reaction channels don't filter to my comments, and you're just choosing to be ignorant, I don't know what to tell you. Yeah. Well, if you guys don't like the reaction channels and you're recommended, what I did that worked was I just kept hitting do not recommend this channel until they all stopped. And it does eventually stop. Hey, Alex. Good to see you, love. Yeah, I'm not even, I wasn't being mean to him. Jesus. Oh yeah, and when I said the like hand it to me with the tongs, like Lord have mercy, man. I'll make sure next time. Please, sir, may I have those tongs? Thank you so much, sire. Like, goddamn. Get a fucking hobby. What time is it? Oh, cool. I got like an hour and 20 minutes. Sick. Okay, I feel good. I honestly could probably stand to eat a little bit more, but I don't want it to be ramen. Ooh, an apple would be good. An apple has fiber. That'd be good. I should have an apple. I'm gonna have an apple. Yeah. I'm still a little hungry. Especially for me. Like, I didn't eat a lot just now, but I don't want to eat the whole pack of ramen. Like, I just don't. So. This is trash. But the thing is we both knew it wasn't anything serious. It wasn't serious. It wasn't a food aversion. It was just, and also I ended up showing him how much I used because I actually made sure I actually did use less than I normally would have. Again, it was never that deep. It was never that deep. But there's so little to criticize on my content. That's what they have to criticize. Oh, I delete nasty shit. That's why. I mean, I still leave up a good bit of it, to be fair, but I delete nasty shit, 100%. People lying on my name, people insulting me and my boyfriend, absolutely not. Get the fuck out of here. You don't get to say what you want without consequence. Like, this is not, this channel is not a democracy. Like, I make the rules. Every channel should be that way. It's my channel, my life. Okay. This needs to go back over there too. And then, let me finish. I'm gonna give myself a little more Diet Coke too, I think. Oh, the reaction channels also tend to conveniently edit out all my cleaning I do on live too, by the way. I'm assuming they still do that. Like, please. But that's honestly enough conversation about them. Yeah, everyone has a right to curate their comment section. Other creators do the same thing. Exactly. Yeah, my mods delete shit I don't even see. I forgot what day it was, but someone messaged me and was like, "Hey, by the way, I just like cleaned up a lot of your comments because they were like crazy today," and I was like, "Thank you, like for letting me know." So. And a lot of people love to say I'm lying about, because I'm fucking not, about being self-determined autistic, and then when I exhibit the behaviors and actions that of which fall under the window of autism, I am just a rude bitch. Throwing that one out there too. We're gonna get a little divisive and controversial today. Just throwing that out there too. Like, good God. Yeah, that's enough. Bitch! That was rude. Excuse me. Motherfucker. Oh, Lord have mercy. What have I had today? I woke up, I had a protein bar. And then, what did I have for breakfast? Oh, I had the wontons from my wonton soup. And then this. So. Like, I woke up at like 6. I didn't want to like actually eat, cause I wanted to wait a couple hours to have like my actual like breakfast. And I didn't gonna lie, half the shit reaction channels say stuff about, I'm like, oop, well, I'm like that too, / or I've done that too, haha, I bet they're actually a huge majority of their audience, to be honest. I am diagnosed with ADHD as well as PMDD, PTS, no, sorry, not PMDD, scratch that, nope, MDD, sorry, ADHD, MDD / PDD, which are technically the same disorder, PTSD, and there's probably other shit, but those are the main ones. Those are the ones that affect my daily life. So, yeah. I knew I was ADHD for a long time. I got it like I got like an official psychological assessment in 2023. I had already been diagnosed with PTSD multiple times at that point, but like, the PTSD was kind of a nah shit Sherlock moment for me when we figured that out. Excuse me. Yeah, I believe I have the symptoms for it. I am not diagnosed with it, so I don't really talk about it or discuss it. And quite frankly, it's been a long time since I've had to deal with that anyway. So once I have insurance and stuff, that is something I want to get into. But I'm not discussing any visitation stuff about me and Remy, or visiting each other's stuff. It's really tiring constantly have to force yourself to focus. My husband can't function easily without help. Same. Yeah, I completely relate to that. Absolutely. They are a weird AF for it. I would love to get some fingerless gloves like that, though, styling and profiling. Hell yeah. He gets them really cheap on Amazon. So I did try apples and honey. I didn't love that combo, like, personally. I got adult diagnosed on the spectrum. I've had lots of mental health struggles. Oh, absolutely, Whimsy. And my goal is to, in the future, have the resources to be able to see the proper specialist I would need to sort that out for certain. I know. As soon as I said Remy visitation, I was like, that's not the right word. Like, you visiting him in prison, exactly. We more so watch stuff together. I listen to him play music, or like if he's doing one of his many crafty things, I'll watch him do that. Yeah, it was bomb, M2. I enjoyed it very much, to be honest. My husband wants me to get tested for autism, but I don't know where to start. Alien, so what I would recommend is looking into finding a psychologist that specializes in adults with autism. Even better if they have like a lean towards adult women, AFAB, because I've done a lot of research into this over the years, like so much research, not just the countless TikTok videos, just like actual, like medical forums and papers, and take just so much research. I did so much research on this topic, and there is just a chronic issue because our American healthcare system is so fucked, and if again you can't acknowledge that, you're blind to the reality of where we live, and it is very, very, very difficult to be taken seriously. I think, especially because I think the new way it's set up is like the autism 1 and 2. I'm a little less familiar with that, but I believe the way that that's structured, it would be more the lower support needs is autism 1. Again, don't quote me on this. And so when you have what seems to be lower support needs, when actually they're just different needs, you can be taken less seriously. So I'm not discussing what I'm doing regarding my health and the details of it on the internet right now. I'm a hardcore researcher too, lol. It's actually a hobby of mine. You are so right about the mental health system. It's tricky to get the appropriate care, help, and diagnosis, which is that's why I think it is truly so disgusting to me. I've gotten to the point where I've stopped being sad about it, and I'm just disgusted at how people handle the conversation with me and autism and the way because I've never claimed to be diagnosed, and I've said that over and over and over again. I've only stated how it's impacting me and how treating myself like I'm autistic literally saved my life and saved me from continuing patterns that made me a shitty friend and a shitty person in a lot of dynamics. And, you know, using reparentification techniques through the lens of treating myself like I was autistic in the ways that I needed as a child changed my life. And so for like the past year, I stopped talking about it. I started masking so much harder. I started trying to mute myself down so people would leave me alone about it. And I'm done doing that. So I will forever stand 10 toes down on where I'm at with that. And yeah, that's how I feel about that. Because that's why whenever I get the like, you're so rude comments and shit, I watch it back and I'm like, I'm not being rude. I'm just being direct. And I'm being like, I didn't say please that one time. Okay, sue me. You know? Whatever. Let me see. I knew I had it before I was ever diagnosed, exactly. Just because someone hasn't been diagnosed or maybe never will doesn't disqualify their own awareness of themselves, and they are allowed to talk about it. Thank you. I will never claim to be actually autistic, like actually diagnosed, unless I am actually diagnosed. So, girls get overlooked for it most of their lives, exactly. As it is since, I mean, because ultimately all these people, like all these shitty ass people who have been doing what they're doing on this topic, if they were to admit that I was right, they'd have to admit that they were bullying an autistic adult. Just saying. We know ourselves more than anyone else does, in my honest opinion. Exactly. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Is that Airy? Airy Shell? I've never really heard masking referred to as a choice. It's not. If I said it's a choice, I definitely don't think I worded that right, because that's not what I was trying to say. What I was trying to say is that that's the other thing about being live is sometimes my wording is just not optimal. I wasn't conscious of it at the time, right? I wasn't. This is upon reflection. That's the first thing I want to say. I wasn't conscious of it at the time. Because when I look back, like, it kind of, for me, it started when I made the, like, I lost 100 pounds video. And then I kind of had, like, an internal freak out. And it was this, like, slow progression where I just kind of buried my head in the sand and I gained my weight back. And then just a lot of shit was happening. I started getting treated worse because I wasn't losing weight anymore, and I wasn't handling it that great. And then just like lots of drama was happening. I was being toxic. I was involved in places where my nose didn't belong. I was involved in places where I shouldn't have been. I was involved in shit that had nothing to do with me. I inserted myself in things for my own reasons, that only ended up hurting me more in the long run. And then I also, on top of that, had all the fucking crazy psychopath weirdos doing what they're doing. And just then December happened, and at that point, I was just dragging ass. I was jaded. I was angry. I was hurt. I was lonely. I was scared because of shit happening. And then something snapped in me after the incident on my brother's birthday. Something snapped. I haven't been the same person since. And it's been, we're getting close to 5 months. And I've changed a lot in those 5 months. And I'm not going to let anybody take that away from me either. Exactly, alien. It can be both an unconscious way to protect oneself or a choice when feeling triggered or not wanting to show tendencies they think would be undesirable / not accepted by others. Yeah, that's a great way of wording it, Paige. Thank you. Yeah, I think it's a choice. It's not no. I think masking is a unconscious thing at times and can also be a choice once you're aware that you do it. Because I didn't choose to do it before I was aware of it. You know? I think that's what I'm trying to say. Y'all should see sometimes when I'm vlogging, I will sit there and talk something out for 3 minutes and delete all of it and then get to what I was actually trying to say. It's one of the reasons I've been liking doing it that way. It's almost like a habit. You are aware of it at some point but can't stop doing it. Yeah, exactly. And like, I mean, in a way, it's like when you're creating content, you're putting yourself out there. I think there is inherently like a little bit of that nature, right? Of just like putting up a wall or something to protect yourself. I think I'm autistic, but I don't see a benefit of getting diagnosed as an adult. Valid. When I originally was seeking a diagnosis, my main reason, my only thing I cared about was I wanted my parents to believe me. And eventually, me and my parents worked on our relationship, and we had enough conversations. And like, I remember specifically, it was a big moment was when we found a childhood video. I was like 2, and I was playing with books. And instead of leafing through them and doing them like what what would be, I think, considered developmentally normal, I was like organizing them, making them in like a circle around me and making piles. And I was like walking around on my tiptoes. Like I was just doing all this stuff that's very, very now clearly known as like signifiers for that. I also didn't start talking till I was 5 years old. There's a lot of things that like as I kept talking to my parents and they raised me, so eventually they were like, "Oh my god," and we kind of came to a new understanding with each other about that. So at this point, I think for me getting diagnosed, there's a couple things that I would want that would make me want to do it. But with the current state of our country, I grapple back and forth on whether or not it's even safe to. So, yeah, I'll leave that at that. But this is it's one of those things where I recently came to the realization of like I wish I had never. Not only that I had never made that specific the videos about the assessment and all that, but I wish I had not made videos about my health in the ways that I did. And I didn't feel like that until the past like couple months. Yeah. And again, some of those things, Brittany, too, like those can be like kind of like red flags, like signifiers. But the like individual things like walking on your tiptoes and stuff can also not necessarily mean that like, oh, that definitely means you are or aren't, right? Like again, there's just so many different aspects here. But yeah. My life experience aligns so much with hundreds and thousands of women and AFAB people who in my age range, in my peer group, you could say, who are traumatized, ADHD, and autistic. And it took me a long time to accept that. Yeah, that's true, Whimsy. Yeah. Hard to not talk about your struggles on a channel about you. I agree, Anita. That shit fucks your legs muscles and makes walking painful now. Oh yeah, see, yeah, that's the other thing. It's not for long term. It's not a great thing to do. Yeah. I think for some, the diagnosis is just a confirmation of a lot of things in their life and a weight being lifted. Yeah. Can I be like so honest? Can I be so honest with you guys? One of my reasons that at this present time, this wasn't my reason in 2023, in this present time, one of the reasons I would want to get a diagnosis is because I want to be able to just be like, see, now shut the fuck up to everyone saying I'm lying. I won't even lie. Like, that is one of my reasons. It is. Because I think it's so fucking disrespectful and disgusting. I'm almost like, I'm over the sadness of it. I'm just pissed about it now because I think it's so fucking disrespectful and disgusting and ableist, and I genuinely think you're a piece of shit. Like, truly. Because you don't live my life. You don't. There's so much about me you don't know. And I know that's hard to believe because I've been the person that's put so much of my life out there and been so messy on the internet and shared so much of myself in my life. You know? I've been that, absolutely. I own that. But there's so much you don't know. And so much pain and parts of my childhood and things that I actually haven't talked about publicly. Yeah, and side note, when I did get assessed, oh yeah, so MDD/PDD is major depressive disorder and persistent depressive disorder. The old term for it is unipolar because it has similarities to bipolar, but it doesn't have the manic cycling. It hurts a lot to be invalidated, especially when you struggle and nobody takes it seriously. Clock that. Also, to add, I saw someone mention dyslexia. My dad has dyslexia, and I really wanted to get tested back in 2023. And the way that they were set up, they explained it. They were like, so this part's covered with insurance. Okay, dope, sick, perfect, love that. But they were like, if you wanted to get tested for basically the processing disorders that I would love to know what's wrong with me on that front. That also included the testing for dyslexia. For the second day of testing, so I'd have to go back a second time. That day is out of pocket $800, and that's when I talk about like with being in America. Like if I was in another country with like better healthcare, even if I had to wait a couple of years for it, like it would have been something that would have been accessible to me, but it isn't. And so I do struggle with that. Like I constantly have to proofread myself, and if I don't, then I come across like I don't know how to fucking type or talk, when quite frankly, like I know that I'm an intelligent person, and I'm well read. It's just I've had the back-to-back concussions and other shit going on, and the memory loss and shit doesn't help, right? So it's just like these issues, these diagnoses, these things, they don't make someone stupid. They don't make them a bad person or a good person. It's neutral. It's a way of it's like a part of either your being or how you process things or how your brain works or your response to trauma and situations you had no control over. I can't stand the amount of older people who rant about there were never any autistic people when I was growing up. Yeah, because they were ignored or put insane asylums, grandma. Or they were the weird kooky uncle that had that bizarro collection, or the grandma that only wears everything pink, or the farmer down the road who keeps to himself, or the old man recluse down the road. You know what I mean? Like, they were always there. They were just ignored. And they weren't supported. And they were ostracized. They were always there. Dyslexia comes in two forms, coding and encoding. That's very interesting. I'll be honest, I actually don't know as much about dyslexia as I do about like the other topics that I've been talking about. I just know that like I've had issues with that, like where I believe that I may be dyslexic, and if I am, I think it's more mild. You don't need a formal diagnosis to prove anything or feel validated. In the long run. A diagnosis means nothing. You have a point. In the future, could you possibly do a clothing try-on haul? I'd love to. I will need money for clothes first. I've been trying very hard to not be as open about my financial situation on the internet. And I feel like I've been doing a really good job of that these past couple months, past few months, actually. But I was demonetized for 3 months and I had to make shit work. And it's been extremely difficult. And I do not live off of my parents' money like some people assume. My parents, I am grateful for the living situation that I have. When I faced what is equivalent to unemployment, they were able to basically help me not be homeless. So I do address my ADHD, and I have. I choose not to medicate my ADHD, but and you're right, ADHD is a disability, so is PTSD, and I have both. I use my coping skills and my skill sets towards the ADHD. So, yeah. Hey, cold brew. I know I am throwing you for a loop. Make sure you go back. I made ramen. It was a vibe. So I was diagnosed with MDD. I think you already asked this, Rhea. MDD is a depressive disorder. I've been diagnosed with GAD several times, generalized anxiety disorder, but for me, that's just a symptom of my trauma. That's just a symptom of the PTSD. Like, I don't have an anxiety disorder. That is just like a lot of my shit falls under that, right? Like, because when I was assessed and stuff, they told me like I don't have OCD. I just have OCD tendencies at times in certain aspects. So like because I've been like tested for a lot of shit. Hey, my brain's a little fucked up. Shocking no one. You know, it just is what it is, right? So before I get too distracted, I do want to actually, one of the reasons I'm still chatting with y'all is I want to like clean up for a second. Because like I said, I've been doing a ton of cleaning. The past 2 days specifically, like while I was hanging out with Remy yesterday, I spent hours and hours and hours because I want a real reset. I started the depression reset. Members only live like 3 days ago. Was it? Was it 3 days ago? I don't remember how many days ago that was. To be fair. Okay, so for my next, for maybe not my literal next meal, but for a meal, this is what I'm gonna do. We're gonna take one of these bad boys. Nervous system dysregulation. Yep, that's a big part of my bullshit, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna take this sweet potato. We're gonna rip her open. Yeah, let's got some potato all over my hand. I'm gonna throw it in here. I am gonna go ahead and just take the rest of these noodles. This is a little more than half, actually. I think I had less than half. I'll throw that in there. And then I'm going to throw some beef on top. This will be an easy, I don't know if I'll have this today or in a couple days. Or, whatever. But just, because then this is something I can just grab and eat when I'm, like, busy or stressed out or something. Boom. Whole meal right here. Perfect. Portion that out. I'm just going to go in here. I'll get back to the comments in a minute, guys. I want to at least run the dishwasher. I might not do the rest of the dishes right now. Because frankly, I don't fucking feel like it. And I have something to do at 3. So... up. Can I just say I've really appreciated the chat today? I know some people tried to troll. Honestly, y'all been really fucking dope today, and I really appreciate it. I was nervous to like change up the live. Yes, putting the actual work and effort into therapy changed my life for the better. It's more than just a gossip session. It's hard work to change. Agreed. Agreed completely. Oh, Whimsy, who are you talking to? Me or someone else? Thank you, Treason. God, not rip her open. Well, see, you have access to insurance. If there was better access to insurance in America, then maybe it would be better. You have access, and I'm really glad you have that privilege, and I'm not being facetious or shitty when I say that. I really mean that because I think it is a human right. Everyone deserves access to it, whether even if not you specifically, but even if I thought you were like the worst person on the planet, I still believe you deserve access to healthcare, a doctor. You deserve access to housing and food. I believe those are basic human rights that we should have more humanitarian aid toward on all levels. But we live in a sick fucking world, so. Black Moon, that's man, that's a great question. Would you mind telling us your coping mechanisms? I'd love if you shared more about it. I think I would like to reflect on that more than talking off the cuff, because especially talking about that kind of stuff, I don't want to come across as ignorant or wrong. And those are very serious things, and that can kind of tap into giving mental health advice to people, and that's very touchy since I'm not a professional. But let me think on that. You're open to being a mod, so just you paused and got caught up. Okay, cool, Teakwood. I'm gonna mod you, girl. Because you're here a lot. Welcome to the team, girl. So, someone else. Okay, cool. Some therapists treat it like a gossip session. Yeah, that's the thing too. That's the thing. Some people will see one therapist and they think all therapy is like that, and I'm like, no, babe. You might have got a dud. Talk to me. I've been in and out of therapy since I was 10, bro. Like, healthcare should be a right, not a privilege. Amen. Hey, Robbins. What up? If you guys are just coming in, make sure to restart this live sometime. This has been a really fun live. The fact that it's even a conversation of whether or not everyone deserves healthcare is insane. Clock that motherfucking T, Treason. Goddamn. Yeah, my health changed for the better when I fucked off to Europe and could get reasonable healthcare. I'm on live chat. Yeah, I'm here. Hold on. You might be getting filtered in some way. Don't forget to schedule your regular checkups if you can, y'all. Gotta take care of your physical and mental health. I wish I could, man. Who's trying to get married and share their health insurance with me? Neato. It's sad that that's the state we're in. I get it. Yeah, I get that. You're good, girl. You're good. I'll plug this in real quick since it just died. Okay. My boyfriend's doing great. He was here at the beginning of the live. He's actually like busy right now. Okay, guys, when it's 3 p.m., you're getting close to 3 p.m. Eastern time. If I'm still live, yell at me. I have to bounce. Okay, this side of the kitchen's clean. Love that for me. Okay. Your mom went to the open cabinet. Listen, Linda. Huh? Remy's not here. I wish, bitch. You think I'd be here right now if he was here? Please. No offense. Buldak was great. Definitely recommend watching how it all went down. It was really good, actually. It actually wasn't that spicy. Like, to be fair, like the first bite, I was kind of like, oh wow, but then I kept eating it, and I mean, I added a lot of cheese and shit, but Yeah. He was on the live earlier. Yes. You two seem so cute together. I'm very happy for you both. Thank you so much, Ari. Oh, is it Aries Hellwalker? Oh. Oh, that's cool. That's a cool username. It took me a second. I was like, Aries Shellwalker. I thought Shell was like a name. Cool. So these are farm fresh eggs Danielle gave me, by the way. I do want to, like, so when you, in case you are none the wiser, with farm fresh eggs, if you leave them unwashed, they can sit out at room temp until you wash them. Then they have to go in the fridge, and I think they have like a shelf life of like 2 or 3 weeks or something. So there's 2 duck eggs in here and some chicken eggs. So I'm gonna wash these at some point, like to make them, because like these are the 2 duck eggs on the side. They're huge, and then chicken eggs here. So very excited about that. I'm not sure, Nito. Oh, I'm so sorry, Kaylee. Duck eggs are a little richer. Oh, okay. I'm really sorry to hear that, hon. I know for a fact. I think I had a quail egg. And just to be clear, I'm not saying I'm never going to talk about my health on the internet again. In a way, I'm doing it today, right? But I'm moving a lot more mindfully. Hey, Panther. Yeah, and you know something, Kaylee, like, I really think it's important. I think it's really important for people like you to explain those stories and say that and share those kinds of stories and help normalize those conversations, because STIs go so stigmatized because of people viewing them as like dirty and things like that are very ignorant and uneducated. When things like that happen to people all the time, and it doesn't necessarily have anything to do with being promiscuous or stupid or unsafe for a lot of people. There's a lot of situations where that happens, and I think it's important to have those like open, honest dialogues and conversations. And I think it's brave of you to share those stuff, because people can be really judgmental and shitty. Like those things happen. Like why would we shame someone for getting COVID or mono or something like that? Shame kills so many people. 100%. 100%. Girl, you don't want any strangers or anything like that. Your health should be something you choose to discuss or not. Thank you. Yes, normalize it. Get tested. Even if you go to Planned Parenthood, there are resources out there that are available. Alien! Girl! Get your ass in the corner. Fuck. Lord have mercy. Can you see yourself marrying Remy? Or too early? I think it's too early for me to talk about those types of things publicly. Exactly, Treason. I'm sorry you had that experience, but I admire your choice to speak up and advocate. 100%. 100%. I mean, absolutely, I'd like to move in with Remy in the future, but again, we're not having serious conversations about that until after we've been together for a year. Because, yeah, we met each other IRL very quickly. That is very different than upheaving my whole life and stability and the ripple effect that would have on my family and a lot of other factors. So, would you move from Florida if you wanted to stay in Texas? Did you enjoy Texas vibes? Honestly, I just moved wherever he was. Texas is cool. I don't want to go too in depth about those details, just because there are some crazy fucking people that watch me. So not y'all, not the Quirky crew, not my subscribers, not my peeps. Y'all are dope. It's the lunatics in the back. So Yeah, Remy is my safe space, for real. Yeah. I had so much fun in this live. Afternoon lives, especially if my sleep schedule is good, like, this should be a thing. He's the kindest soul I have ever gotten the privilege to know and love. I am down bad for my man. He is. I am so lucky to know him. I am so blessed to know him. I am so grateful to love him. Panther. I am a lucky girl. He tells me all the time that it's so funny because, like, since we started dating very early on, he'll just be looking at me and he'll just go, "You're my girlfriend," and I'll be like, I'll just laugh and I'll do like the same thing back to him sometimes, but instead of boyfriend, obviously. Just like, it's just, he does cute shit like that all the fucking time, man. My therapist always used to tell me the right person can heal all the past issues you collect from old relationships. Clock that. Yeah, he does adore me. I'm not gonna sit here and like be coy about it. Like, I've never been loved like this before. It's just, oh my god, no. No. No, we're not doing that, girl. Get it together. I'm not gonna pretend that like he's perfect and I'm perfect. Like, I think we're perfect for each other. But y'all are never gonna know if there's anything wrong because I respect him way too damn much to air my business out. All I know is we're great and we're happy and it's newer still. Like, it's newer still. But I mean, anything that's been less than perfect has been handled with a lot of grace and love, and that's really all you can ask for, you know? Thank you, Brittany. Yeah, exactly, Mystic. Yeah, I think I'm obsessed with. He's so cool. He's so smart and funny, and like I have to remind myself to not sit here and talk about him the entire time I'm live sometimes because I'm like, I can't believe this is my life. Like I'm so lucky. I'll say it time and time again. He has brought me. He has helped me like reconnect more with like myself, and like he motivates me to want to be the best version of myself. I've been ranting about him for like several minutes. I'll stop now. But thank you, April. Y'all have been great today. Partners are supposed to add to your life, and it's obvious you do that for each other. Because there's a lot that I do for him, and he does for me that I will never talk about because it's what our relationship, you know. And I'm not in my relationship to prove anything to anyone. No, keep talking about him. We love hearing you gush. Hey, Nashi, good to see you. Yeah, long time no see, girl. We love a gush, Rosie. Okay, all right. Well, let me just keep talking then. No, but it's just, and this other thing is like he's really like Rosie. Have you thought of the fact that it's time you deserve it? I'm still coming to terms with the fact of, like, even stuff that I've done in recent history, and, like, I'm trying to be more consistent, and I'm trying to really change. Like, people still like to talk about me being a parasocial weirdo and stuff, um, because they run to, like, prior creators who made videos about me on that topic and stuff. And since that happened, I've dramatically changed on how I interact with the internet. And I promise I'm going to loop this back to what you said. Give me a second. But I still struggle with like guilt for certain things that I did, and like feeling like beating myself up when I feel like I've regressed in the ways that I'm trying to grow and do and be better, even from like the past 5, 6, 7, 8 years. And I know I've come a long way, and I know all that, but sometimes, even again in recent history, last year, like ways I slid back, like I'm forever pissed off that I defended people who didn't deserve it, that I thought that giving certain people a chance was a good decision, that my own experiences and biases and empathy opened my mind up to the possibility that maybe I was wrong about other people when I was in fact very much correct. And I think it's just, I feel guilty that in those things, like I did things like that. I feel like I betrayed myself. And one of those things was, um, I'm just going to say it. This might be opening a Pandora's box that I shouldn't open, but like when I defended, because that wasn't what I was trying to do, but I think that's really what it ended up coming across as, when uh, that person, that I don't even want to say her name, um, made that transphobic comment, and I was thinking it was coming from a better place or whatever, because I was giving someone the benefit of the doubt that never deserved it. And like I really have had to come to terms with like forgiving myself for doing that, because I ride so hard as a queer person, like for the trans community and shit, and I fumbled, and I know even at the time I apologized, and like and I think I've apologized for multiple times actually, but like shit like that I've done, it's hard, because when you say the word deserve it, like I still feel shitty, because I know I had good intentions, but my good intentions aid me in betraying my own beliefs, and that was shitty of me. And yeah, it's just shitty. And it just doesn't even matter that I had good intentions ultimately. But I think for me, it's like I struggle with, like, that's just one example. There's a lot of other things I could probably list too, but that's the biggest one in my head. And um, I hate that shit that I did. That was genuinely like fucking fucked up. Like, gets twisted to a point where people paint me as like egregious things. And I know that doesn't negate the fact that I deserve to be loved and I deserve to happiness and things, but sometimes I can think that gets internalized. Anyway, I wasn't looking at the comments because I wanted to stay focused. Let me scroll up. What did not say? Hold on. Okay. Well, congratulations, Kaylee. I'm happy for you on that. I just read your comment from earlier. No human is without sin or mistakes made. It's part of learning and growing. It's life. You love hard and deserve to be loved back. Thank you, April. We see that change. Thank you, Anita. I really appreciate that. I've seen a very big change with you. Really? Thank you. Anita, can I ask you something? And you can be honest. Did you originally start out as like a snarker of me? Or am I getting you maybe confused with someone else or like a troll? I'm genuinely curious. And I'm not going to hold that against you. I'm genuinely curious. Because I might be confusing you with someone else. Thank you. I just saw you said you're so proud of me. I appreciate that. Thank you, Aries. Shitty people don't worry about being shitty people. That's true, Mystic. You're not a bad person. It's clear you're a good person and very introspective and genuine. Mistakes happen for everybody. Clock that, yeah. And you aren't transphobic. Thank you. I know I'm not. I ride so hard for trans rights and the trans community. Stream Nobody's Perfect by Hannah Montana. Real. All you can do is take your lesson from your mistakes and do better next time. Yeah. Everyone should be forgiven. Oh, I think most people should be forgiven. But because also I think a thing a lot of people don't realize is like when people do make mistakes, sometimes the biggest thing that they need to like understand that and reflect on that is time. Gotcha. Okay, Anita. Okay, I genuinely think I might have you confused with someone else. That's why I said that. I was just curious if that was a factor in your observation of that or not. So I appreciate that a lot. Change is not a one and done thing. Change is always ongoing. Yeah, absolutely. And I really, and that's something actually that Remy has told me is that he really loves about me is that I'm someone that's constantly striving to try and do and be better. I mean, because I want to talk about 2025 being a last year, I wasn't doing that last year at all. I'll be the first person to tell you that. I wasn't. The original snarker to fan is me, Rosie, R.I.P. Back in like 2013. Oh, really? Oh man, you were like an OG snarker of me? Damn. Okay, sounds good, Aries. Anita, are you related to Anita Mandalay? That's hilarious. Watching you with my boyfriend, so it'd be embarrassing to be a troll. Okay, team. Team. Alright, let me do the dishes. Oh shit, motherfuck. Okay. Oh yeah, I only got like 30 minutes. I've been yapping and being all deep and shit. Okay. Where's my scrubber? I don't know. Whatever. I'll use this one. I mean, I think being a troll is embarrassing, period, to be fair, but I digress. You're going live at 3, right?
Yes.
When this live's done, if y'all want to hop on over to Twitch and hang out with Hypocrite_Dragon, what are you doing today?
Actually, I'm going to be just doing some random gaming.
Ooh, random gaming, if y'all like that vibe over on Twitch. You can go hang out with my bro. That's the other benefit of the way things are working out today for me. Rosie's being so insightful, and here's me shoving a chocolate Rice Krispie treat square in my mouth so unmajestically. But you know what? Sometimes in life requires a bit of introspection and self-growth and self-reflection and work and yada yada. And sometimes you just need to shove a Rice Krispie treat in your face. You know? I mean, truly. Yeah, so if you guys have Twitch at all, make sure you go hang out with him.
Yeah, let's have a good chat with any of you if you got any good conversation to talk about.
I forgot you don't like mac and cheese. So next time I get Buldak, I'll get a not cheesy kind and for you to try and see how you like it. Oh, also, can you do me a solid and just throw these 2 wontons in the trash? Like everything that's in there, just dump it in the trash for me. Thank you. I love that green mug. Also, I'm about to turn the dishwasher like right now. So whenever you're done streaming, if you stream longer than 3 hours, this will be done. I already scrubbed this. Oh, I think this is just loose stuff I didn't rinse off all the way. Okay, yeah. I love those tongs that my mom bought. Hell yeah. Better late than never. I'll send everyone a Rice Krispie Treat Square from the UK. It'll arrive in 28 business days. Nice. Well, now I want to make some Rice Krispie Treats. Damn. I love Rice Krispie Treats. It's been a minute, actually. Well, I don't need to be making something like that. Oh! Shit! Not this live. I made homemade grape jam jelly, by the way, in the members only live last week. Y'all should become members. I'm just saying. The members lives are a vibe, and I made a homemade jam with the leftover grapes that I ended up not using for chicken salad. And I don't know what this week's. Oh no, yes, this week. In case you missed it earlier, I'm getting a really big package in the mail from a friend. Very exciting stuff. And we're doing that unboxing over on members only. So it's only $2.99 a month. Which if you can't get, you know what? Real man, I get it. More than you probably know. So no judgment here. But if you want extra content from me, more lives, if you miss having more frequent lives with me, that's a guaranteed extra form of content. I want to be a member, but all my memberships are gifted because I'm poor. Yeah, I'm not a member at anybody either because real, I get it. That's why I make mine affordable. That's why mine are only $2.99. Because I want it to be more accessible. Hello, Nubby. Hello. Yeah, I want it to be more accessible, so. Alright, guys. Dishwasher is gonna go. I have like 30 minutes before. Uh-oh. Hold on. Damn it. Let me see if this might be easier. Yeah, it is. Yeah, broke bitch Shema over here. Yeah, real. No, I totally get it, guys. Like, if you can't join, it does not. Times are tough, man. But that's one of the reasons, I'm doing this to make content because I'm trying to make it on my own. But that's why I still try really hard to be like interactive with everybody, not just members, If I was like other YouTubers who only interact with super chats and stuff, I don't know if I could live with myself, to be honest with you. Okay, cool. Dishes are all at least rinsed off, so there's no like standing food. Everything's wiped down. Yeah. Like I said, being in Texas, really, I established really good habits while I was there, and I've been upkeeping them. So, having my mom's help while she was here, like when she first arrived and stuff, helped a lot too, because it was harder for me to maintain until I did the deep clean of the house. And then once I did the deep clean, it's been so much easier, and I'm honestly proud of myself. Like, I don't really give a shit if there's people who like want to minimize that or whatever, but like, I have a lot of shit actively working against me. Even if you want to include my weight in that list, sure, but like, including the ADHD of it all, and other shit that I just don't want to get into. It's just not easy. It's just not easy. I'm not saying it's impossible. It's just really hard. And it's harder for me than I feel it is for a lot of people. And there's other people where I'm sure it's much harder than it would be for me, you know? But in my personal experience, it's just like, it is a struggle, and it's a lifelong struggle I've had. And hey, Amanda. Yeah, it's just a lifelong struggle I've had. And I've been pretty it's been over a month, right? Yeah, it's been over a month since Texas, and that's a long time for me to be more consistent with stuff. So, and I'm just gonna keep trucking along, you know. Oh, okay. I think it's probably about time to bounce. Yeah, I've been live for a little over 2 hours. Yeah, I think I need to wash my hair tonight. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I think I'm gonna go. It's about 20 till. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Honestly, this was a fucking blast. Lunch. Oh, this is not a big place. This is actually pretty small. Well, there's probably a lot of places that are much smaller than mine, to be fair. Everyone has struggles, just needs to figure out how to work around them. True. Yeah. But yeah. Oh, and I don't know did I tell you guys about my ear injury? Like, it's been going on 2 fucking weeks now. Oh, you're good, Whimsy. I will let y'all know when I'm allowed to let you know. I don't have any updates, to be fair. Yeah. I'm proud of chat for not being crazy for me. Nice. But it was like there was a period there of like 2 or 3 days where it was so bad. I was like barely able to sleep. I was like crying. It was like it was crazy. It was so bad. It's still healing. And all it is just like a minor scratch, more lump streams. Okay. I thought like maybe 100 of you were gonna show up. Thank you for being here. I was clearly wrong. I think I found a new life schedule that I kind of like. Not to say I'll never do my normal 6 o'clock streams, especially like for members only. But I am like, I don't want to jinx it. It's just like my sleep schedule has been a little different recently, and so in a good way. And so it might be in my best interest to bump up the live times if that's the case, because when my sleep schedule is good like this, my my productivity and everything is just better. I wish I had more control over it, but you know, insomniatic shit. What can you do? Oh yeah, he radiated down to literally this part of my jaw, bro. It was awful, Melanie. Like literally, like to the touch, red and inflamed, like horrid, 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 horrid. All right. Anyway, I'm still yapping. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you're just coming in or just recently got here into the live, haven't been here that long, this live was awesome. Make sure to start from the beginning, and watch me make some Korean ground beef and Buldak Carbonara Ramen my way. Gotcha. Distraction. Fair enough. Smart. Okay. Yeah, I will. And also this crowd's been so fun. I've loved this. I'm jazzed, if you will. But anyway, I'm actually gonna go. I really need to use the restroom. I'll see y'all around. Bye.